Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a kufe. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's half Neil deGrasse and half Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow and at full speed. You like the way we work it? 9 p.m. we going in, we podding perfect. Beez and Tati is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, let's start the show and get it lit like sipping hot Tati. What's good and Tim, pretty people? Friday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Kevin Samuels, a popular YouTuber, has passed away from a heart attack, and the internet has been pretty petty. And I'm surprised at the amount. We're going to talk about it. Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage, and his attacker ended up getting attacked. They stomped him out. We'll get into it. Maturity. When and how do you know that you've matured? Is it offensive to be called immature? We're going to get into this, that, and a lot more. I'm joined by the homie Beez, Buddha. What's up to all my house guests in the chat? Everybody watching, podcast listeners listening. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not already. Share this with your people. Let's have some fun tonight. Phone lines are open. Area code 813-559-3339. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. Jump in the chat. Drop a comment. How is everybody doing tonight? Appreciate the follows, y'all. Appreciate the follows. What's going on, Beez? How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
It's been a tough week, you know.
It's been a tough week.
Change around in life, yeah.
Okay. You want to get into it or nah? Or nah? It's a little too serious.
Nah. You know, like my daughter. You know, my daughter's here with me now. You know.
Okay.
So it's been a little tough week, you know.
Got you.
Trying to get her straight,
kind of readjusting,
back, back in order.
Kind of readjusting everything to her living back with you and stuff like that. All right. I get it. I get it.
You know.
Let's see. My week's been cool. Relax. I've been in the pool a lot. This week. I've been getting in the pool, just chilling, relaxing. The sun's been out. The water has been warm. I've been feeling like, yo, it's just time for me to relax and chill, man. So I've been taking every opportunity I get when that sun is shining to get my ass in the pool. But I do think there's a vendetta that the clouds have against me because it'll be sunny all damn day. But the moment I go outside, the moment I jump in that pool, that's when the sun wants to hide behind the clouds. And that was fucking cool. You know? I'm like, I need that sun to be baking me for me to really feel comfortable out here at the pool, man. I need that shit to be hot.
Nah,
you know?
That's God telling you what you can be light skinned forever.
I got a little bit of a tan, you know? I could tell when I get naked in the mirror. I'd be like, oh, my dick is a lot lighter than my chest.
Stupid,
you know? You know, that's how I can tell.
Yo, you stupid, yo. You are a fool for that.
Sipping on some Henny tonight. I'm saying, but that's how you can tell. That's how I tell. I'm light skinned, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't like actually seeing it though. I don't really like seeing women with tan lines. It's not that
man.
I don't like it because it's distracting for me. It's distracting for me. That's why I don't like it.
Okay.
You know? And I only don't like it.
You know, it's crazy.
I only don't like it when it's sex time. I'm like, I want to focus on your ass bouncing, but I just see these tan lines. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
And with that being said,
Uh-huh.
we're talking about a little bit of internet stuff anyway. So, with that being said, have you seen the picture floating on the internet of Pinky?
Yes, I have seen the picture.
And now they call her Binky.
They call her
and now
Pinky?
they call her Binky. Yes.
I have seen the pictures of Pinky, and she has gained weight. She has gained weight. But I tell you what, I actually saw a meme where people were using Pinky as an example. They were using Pinky as an example. They were showing pictures like in your 20s, and then they showed another picture that said in your 30s. Because a lot of women do.
Yo, that's
You know what? I'm not even gonna say a lot of people gain weight in their 30s. People get older. People start relaxing, start getting into their routines. Don't be working out. Don't be as active as they used to be, and they gain weight. But you know what? You know what gaining weight shows me for some people? Happiness.
What?
Happiness. It shows. I see happiness from it, especially in couples. I have a friend of mine that I used to work with. Him and his wife have been together for probably about 10 years now. Right?
Okay.
And actually probably longer than that. But I have pictures from like when they first got married. They were both mad slim.
Now.
They were both mad slim. And then like years later, I got a picture of both of them. I'm like, yo, them motherfuckers look happy. They done both gained about the same amount of weight. And when I say the same amount of weight, comparable to each of them to where they were. I was like, yo, they are happy and getting chubby together.
Yeah.
Now, when I say they gain weight, I don't mean like they're like 175 pounds heavier than they was, but they're a bit heavier. When I was married, when I was super happy, I was at the heaviest I ever been. I was like at 205. I'd never been at 205. When I was happy, I was at 205. And I realized it one day when I was trying to take a family portrait. I was like, yo, we got to open the front door because I am sweating. And I was just sweating for fat for me. I was like, oh shit, I'm sweating just because I have all this extra weight on me that I'm not used to. 205 isn't fat, but for me personally, it was. I was like, oh, I'm a chubby ass nigga right now. But
he said I was just sweating because I was fat.
Yeah. Let's see. Cheryl said, yo, who is Pinky? Cheryl, you don't know who Pinky is? You don't watch porn too much, huh?
Oh man.
Pinky is a porn star. Pinky is a porn star. Let me actually let me since we was talking about let me Google it. Let me see if I can pull it up.
She was one of the best.
I wouldn't say she's a porn legend. She's a porn legend. I'll say that. Now I put up Pinky porn and all I see is like Pinky's porn. I'm not trying to find that. That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, yo, that's another reason. That's another reason why she's big too, because she directs all that shit now. She don't even. Yeah,
she's behind the scenes now. Shot time. Now, Pinky was never slim. I'll say that now. She was never slim.
Nah.
She was never slim. But the weight that we was at when we was first introduced to her, the weight she was at was the weight that people call thick. Quote unquote thick.
Yeah.
Right? It's real easy for thick to turn into fat.
Sure, I know a chick that like,
real easy.
Young, she was like thick, and now she's still thick, but she a thick butterball, like like
it goes from shape to just round. It goes from like a shapely thick to just a round thick. I'm just saying.
It's like, and what's so crazy? Like I think some men accept it different sometimes. Like when it's pregnancy, like
pregnancy is
pregnancy,
different.
Like well, when you ain't never had no baby, you just big.
I'll tell you what though. when you're in love, you don't really notice it. You don't really notice it when you're in love. You know?
True.
Because my ex had gained some weight while we was married and shit like that, right? I noticed it, but I didn't notice it. It didn't bother me whatsoever until we got into a bad area, and then I started talking about it. I'm joking. I'm probably not.
You're stupid.
I probably said some shit about it in like angry times and shit like that, but yeah, let me see.
I know a nigga that he try to act like and sometimes you gotta look at it like this.
What's that?
That's why it's always good to meet the parents. Sometimes it's good to meet the parents.
To see what mama look like. To see what mama look like. You trying to see what mama look like.
Yes, you can kind of expect. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of expect what you may have in your future.
Right. So you're saying if I go and look at the mama and the mama's 300 pounds, I should expect daughter to be 300 pounds at some point. Beez is shaking his head in agreement. Beez is shaking his head in agreement.
Yes.
Oh man.
The mama big, she gonna be big too, unless certain things occur or change during because there are things that change the narrative.
Yeah.
Some women like, okay, your mom wasn't athletic and she's big. You get what I'm saying? But you just happen to be like athletic during high school and shit like that. So then, it switches up certain narratives of your body. The constant working out, stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying when you start working out, some things are going to catch up. They may not catch up to you as quick, but they will catch up.
Right. I'm still looking for a picture of Pinky. I have one of now. I'm trying to find one of back then to show the difference.
I can go on my DVD collection real quick.
That's appropriate for YouTube. That's appropriate for YouTube.
I mean, she got a bikini. That's about the best I could get you.
Well, okay. Well, for consideration, okay, I'll put it like this. She is 5'2". She's 5'2", right? She is 5'2". And according to the internet, she says she currently weighs 300 pounds.
And who? Pinky weighs 300 pounds at 5'2"?
Yes. Pinky weighs 300 pounds currently, according to this article that I'm looking at, dated from last year. And her weight back in the days when she first popped off was 165 pounds. 165 pounds. Cheryl says, Khary, I found her picture. Yes, okay, if you're watching, go Google her picture yourself on a different device than what you're watching on now. But go Google her so you can see, so you can just see. But when we first was introduced to her, when she was younger, she was 5'2", 165 pounds. Now she's about 40. Now she's 40, and she's 5'2", 300 pounds. That's a significant difference in weight.
Mm-hmm.
And to each his own, but I wouldn't say there's anything necessarily bad about it, other than health-wise.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I'll bounce in that bubble.
You smash that, wouldn't you, Beez? You'd be like, you know what? Yeah. Give me that pinky. Back that thing up, huh?
Yeah, listen. I'll be telling her like this, come and bring me that 300 pounds of a heavenly joy.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yo.
Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl.
There is somebody that likes somebody. Everybody that's out there in the world, no matter how bad or ugly or fat or this or that or whatever you think is negative about the person, there is somebody that will love that person like they're the greatest thing ever. And I hope everybody finds that. I hope everybody finds that, But you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's show. We over here just going on and on and on and shit like that. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's show. We are going to start off with Dave Chappelle's attacker was arraigned. He went to court. He pleaded not guilty. I'm not sure why the fuck he did that, but he was charged with numerous misdemeanors. He actually was not charged with a felony with a deadly weapon because they did say he had a replica gun that had a knife on it.
A knife gun?
Yeah, but they didn't charge him with assault with a deadly weapon because he didn't pull it out on stage on Dave. He had it on him. He didn't pull it out as he ran up on stage and shit like that. So that's why they didn't charge him with a felony assault. But he is being charged with multiple misdemeanors. And the DA actually said they don't charge misdemeanors in that county in Cali. Which I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, that's interesting.
What county is that? Like, was he in Orange County?
I think it might be Orange County, Los Angeles. I think that's where they was at, which I believe might be Orange County. They said that they don't charge misdemeanors. So I'm interested in what's going on because he does have a bail. You know? And to go back real quick, Miss Melanator said, when you go big, you don't go back. And that's why I like big booties. That's why I like big booties. Once I had a big booty, I was like, no more small booties for me.
Listen, you like it when the thighs are fat and they wrap around your back.
Yo, Beez is a fool. Let me see. Let me get this right over here. All right.
Excuse me, y'all.
Now, when he attacked Dave Chappelle was able to stay up well, he fell on the ground, got up really quick, and people just kind of just swarmed on stage and took dude to the back and whooped his ass. They whooped his ass. Let me say it one more time. They whooped his ass. Yo, they put him on the stretcher in cuffs. His arm was broke. They cuffed the broken arm. This nigga's arm looked like a chicken wing. His arm looked like a chicken wing. Yeah.
This shit like a noodle, nigga.
Yeah, his shit was fucked. Oh. They handcuffed it anyway. They took a picture of him. He looked like a beat up version of Bushwick Bill. You know that cover of the Ghetto Boys where they got Bushwick Bill on the cover in the hospital on the gurney? That's how dude looked, but by himself, beat up, all fucked up in handcuffs. I thought it was just hilarious.
Now,
go ahead.
Now that we're talking about it, Dave Chappelle was saved by a rhinestone cowboy.
What you mean he was saved by a rhinestone cowboy?
He was saved by, you know who did some of that damage to dude?
Who's that?
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx helped him. I heard Busta Rhymes was over there as well. Stomping niggas out. And I tell you what, you do not want Busta Rhymes woo-hawing a boot on your ass. That nigga stomping you. Woo-ha, woo-ha. You know, stomping a nigga. Yo, Busta Rhymes just seems like he looks like he's gonna enjoy stomping you a little too much. Like, yeah, nigga, I ain't did this since I was in high school, nigga. Ah, yeah, nigga. You know, that's how I kind of feel like Busta Rhymes is gonna be. How's my Busta Rhymes impersonation, though? How's my Busta Rhymes impersonation? In my head, I was like, yo, that's just not on point. That's
in a bag of Chips Ahoy.
In my head, that Busta Rhymes impersonation sounded like it was on point, though. Wayne Mills said Jamie Foxx and Busta said his arm was destroyed. Yeah, his arm was fucked up. Now,
when you say Busta Rhymes talking about, see, all I can see is I can't see Busta Rhymes like stomping him out. I can kind of see Busta Rhymes like this, like grabbing him and holding him, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, some of them."
Now, you know what version of Busta Rhymes I imagine stomping him out? the version of Busta Rhymes from Higher Learning. Remember Higher Learning? Remember how animated he was? Fuck this, you know? That's the Busta Rhymes I imagine stomping that nigga out.
He said, I was busting this shit like, boy.
Yeah. Then Chris Rock came out on stage. He had some shit to say. Was that Will Smith? I don't have a good Chris Rock impersonation. I'm sorry. Was that Will Smith? That's what he said. And everybody laughed. You know, that was an easy joke.
Yo, you know what's sad about that? And then now he got the nerve to say, yo, like Chris Rock, white America is like, yeah. But black America is looking at you crazy still. You know what I'm saying? He talking about, yo, I got slapped by the softest rapper ever. You know, like Chris. But if he was so soft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you not, like, I don't know. I don't believe about the fight but after, you know, I don't believe in it.
Well, you don't believe that he had a fight with him afterwards?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that neither. I don't believe that neither. I don't believe that neither. But I think this dude that jumped up on stage had an ass whooping coming by jumping up on stage. I ain't mad at the ass whooping. You know, if you're gonna jump up on stage and act like you're gonna attack a dude, and everybody come over there and fuck you up, that's what you asked for, homie. That's what you asked for. Now, do you think he can sue? Do you think he'll have a case if he sues? That would be interesting.
No, listen, I don't think you have, you're the attacker, dude. Like first and foremost, you weren't invited on the stage. You weren't no stage presence. You understand what I'm saying? You took it upon yourself to illegally jump over that because that's kind of illegal. They all get tackled and arrested. It doesn't matter who you are when you jump up on that stage like that, unless the artist or the performer has invited you upon the stage. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me get somebody from out the crowd. That's different. I done brought you up there. Now, if something occurs after I done brought you up there, that's something totally different. You may have a chance to fucking
Now,
but when you like,
now check this out.
But
there are instances where burglars have sued homeowners because they've gotten hurt breaking in. A burglar sues homeowner after falling through skylight. Burglar sues homeowner who shot him after breaking. Man who shot intruder in his home sued for wrongful death. People sue if they get injured while they're doing dumb shit, and they actually be having cases. The courts be saying, okay, we'll take this case and hear it out.
Netflix has a movie called Felony, right? Where you got a man, he's just trying to live his life. He starts a construction company. You know, he got a wife, just had a kid. Well, they got a kid. The kid is a certain age or whatever. I don't remember that far. But the moral of this was somebody broke in their house. In the movie, the dude chased him out the house with a baseball bat. The dude ran off. Dude threw the bat at him. The bat busts him in the back of the head. Kills him on the lawn.
Okay.
Dude goes to jail for whatever. They charge him with felony, manslaughter, whatever. And the dude's family civil sued him while he was
Got you.
I hope I explained that correctly.
I got to go somewhere later. I shouldn't take another shot. I want to go somewhere, so I'm not.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm not.
You should at least be able to press the buttons at the end of the show.
No more shots for me. No more shots. I've already taken 3 shots. I'm gonna chill right now. I want to go somewhere a little later. I feel what you're saying on that one though. Hey, yo, Wayne, appreciate the donation, yo. Wayne just donated in the YouTube chat. You know, gave us a $10 super chat.
Dope, yo.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate that.
You know. But yeah, I think dude got what he deserved by running up on stage like an asshole. I hope he can't sue. I hope he can't sue anybody. I'm not sure who he would sue. I'm not sure if he would sue Dave Chappelle, if he would sue the place they was throwing the event at, but he sued the complex. I'm not sure. But I hope he can't sue nobody. I hope his ass either gets fined. I'm not really gonna wish a nigga thrown in jail. I don't really wish for people to get thrown in jail, but I hope he suffers some type of penalty behind this. But
he doesn't listen. He already suffered penalty. His fucking arm is a noodle.
You're right. He suffered an ass whooping. He suffered an ass whooping in a noodle arm. Nigga got a noodle arm now. And that shit just flappity flap.
Some old school. He got some old school shit.
Mm-hmm. That nigga got motherfucking instant karma. I'm surprised we don't see that as a meme yet. Instant karma. Just run up on stage, get your ass whooped. You know, but let's go ahead and move it on.
By a posse.
Yeah, he got jumped by a posse of niggas. Some gangster niggas too. Let's go ahead and jump into our next topic and shit, man. Let's jump into our next topic. We are going to get into Kevin Samuels passing. Kevin Samuels, a popular YouTuber that spoke that gave relationship advice to, I guess, men, if you would, and women, I would say, and women as well. He gave it in a very harsh manner. He kind of said things that made Black women in particular feel degraded in some type of way. I didn't agree with everything he said. I didn't agree with the way he delivered a lot of the things he said. But he didn't say a whole lot of shit that I felt was bullshit. I felt he said a lot of real things. He might not have delivered it in the best way, but I think he said a lot of real things. And he passed away yesterday of a heart attack. And I started seeing the internet flooding with people that was happy he passed away, that was celebrating the fact that he passed away, that was...
I hear a lot of Black women saying, "Oh, that's his karma." He said that like the last statement, he really that he got flack for, because he got flack for a lot of his for things that he said. Now, my thing with this, and I didn't take everything that is Kevin Samuels. I didn't take everything that he said to like for myself. But I feel like this with some women. I'm not saying all women, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But with some women with that, I think like those that really was like, oh, you know, he don't know what he's talking about, this and that. I feel like sometimes the truth, when somebody tells you something truthful about yourself and don't know you, I think it hurts in a whole different nature.
When they just read you and can tell you what you are.
When they just read you. And then I'm not saying all women it was for, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes do fucked up shit too. Dudes ain't like.
Yeah.
But my thing is like this. With a lot of them. If it don't apply, let it fly. Why did that hurt you if that wasn't your character? You feel what I'm saying?
True indeed. The truth hurts. A lot of people can't take the truth. You know, a lot of people can't take the truth, and I think that's what was going on in a lot of instances here. But the thing that bugs me out is that people were shitting on this man, but this man had like 1.2 million followers. You know, he had like 1.2 million subscribers on his YouTube. People were going to listen to what he said, and the majority wasn't men.
And they weren't all men.
Right, the majority wasn't men. It was women. A lot of women were listening to what he had to say. Why? Because they was curious and interested in the things he said. And they was kind of saying, okay, maybe his perspective is the perspective of a lot of men as well. Let me look what the hell he's saying and seeing what men have problems with or men have issues with and shit like that. And he was pretty much unfiltered. And it was crazy because the hate that I saw for him online was wild. People was trying to shit on him because he was renting a condo. Motherfuckers was like, look at this dude talking all this shit. Now here he goes, renting a condo, single, nobody there, died by himself. And they was like kind of like applauding this shit, like, look at God, look at God. First off, when that whole look at God shit, Trump's still alive, Putin's still alive. A lot of fucked up people are still alive that's done a whole lot shit worse than just saying their opinion.
Then this man, yeah, exactly. He's saying how he feel or his perspective on certain things, and then the sad narrative is that some people are upset because they agree with what he had to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people are upset because they took what he said personal because they felt that way. And why are you mad? Because he told you your truth. You know, we got BSP over here in the chat that says, I got yeeted from a chat room for criticizing their celebration of Kevin Samuels passing. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. For me personally, I'm like, yo, first off, a lot of y'all people talking about, yo, he died in a rental. Y'all niggas live in a rental. In a rental that's a lot less than his. You know? Y'all motherfuckers is renting. And then y'all want to talk about it, you know?
That's like somebody in a relationship like, yo, I can't fuck with a nigga if he ain't got no job, and he don't drive, and he don't do this, and he don't do that. And do you know what's so crazy with the list?
What's that?
Half the shit on the list, she ain't even got. Sometimes it's even 90% of the shit on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me over here in the chat. Wayne Mills said, yo, I thought it was a young Latino girl that found him dead, allegedly. So there were some pictures posted of the woman that he was with. So, okay, wait. So first people were saying he died in a rental alone by himself. Me personally, I said, yo, it sounded like this nigga was living his best life when he died. He was 56.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away in his crib from a heart attack in Atlanta. He was in his crib.
He just snatched something up from the bar.
He was in his crib with a 28-year-old woman that he had just met the night before. Some people was like, oh, she wasn't skinny. She was thick. She was that before weight took over age. She was at the thick looks good weight, not the thick looks fat weight. Check this out. Which is all a matter of opinion. Check this out, though.
He's an older man, and he looked at a woman who had an older woman body. You know what I'm saying? Just because she was younger, that had nothing to do with that. But he saw the older woman physiology. You know what I'm saying? She just had with black.
I've dated women younger than me. You know?
Me too.
I've dated women 5 years younger, 10 years younger, 20 years younger. You know?
I'm doing it now.
BSP, good point. Says everybody die alone. It's about spending life alone. Right. You know, you could be married, happy, everything. You could be at home. Your wife went to the store. You could have a heart attack, die alone. You spend all this time with this person so you don't die alone and then you die alone. That's kind of fucked up. That happens. You know, that happens. But I think he was living his best life. That nigga had a condo he was renting while y'all motherfuckers is renting apartments and I'm renting an apartment. You know, but he probably had a condo nicer than all of us or most of us. You know? He just went out last night, snatched up a nice little bad 28-year-old. Cause I saw a picture of who they say she was allegedly with, and she wasn't a bad looking joint. You know, some people are saying, well, she wasn't black. That nigga never said I only fuck with black women. That nigga said I want women like this particular type of thing. You know, he had his own little standards and charts or whatever. But it sounded to me like he was living his best life.
It do, but I wouldn't take it so much as to answer Mar Music Gen. I wouldn't take it so much that he was criticizing women. I think he was just telling his opinion on maybe what he dealt with or what he saw. I don't think so much that he was like not being merciful. I feel like he got built to that point to where maybe he blew up and he felt that, you know what I'm saying? To where maybe certain things he talked about was no more chances for certain things. It's just like women, when y'all deal with a man and y'all could go through years and years of shit, and then one day you just like, you know what? Fuck that nigga. I ain't fucking with that nigga no more, and dead leave the nigga alone. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's the same thing.
You know what? I think Kevin Samuels' message got misconstrued just by the way he kind of gave his message. You know, I think his message was, hey, I think his message from what I've seen I'm not a Kevin Samuels stan where I watch all his videos and stuff. I see a lot of his clips. Sometimes I go to his channel just to see, okay.
I've only seen clips.
Let me see I go to his channel to say, okay, let me see the other part of this clip. Let me see the beginning. Let me see the after part so I can get a little more context on some of the stuff that he's saying, right? And I kind of, first off, he's given his opinion. And his opinion, I think the opinion is he was trying to give people was, hey, ladies, y'all are expecting these particular things, but y'all aren't those particular things yourself. You can't even provide yourself those particular things, but you demand them in other people, you know? And then you demand them in people that are looking for this particular type of woman. Like, he was pretty much saying, hey, if a man is making 6 figures, 7 figures, he doesn't want a 30-year-old woman that's overweight. He's going to try to find the 20-something-year-old woman that's in shape and handling herself and doing things like that. And he was just trying to convey that point. And I think he said it in a very harsh manner. Like, hey, you're undesirable. You're unwanted. You know, you're not a valuable person because you're overage with multiple kids and you're overweight. You're this, you're that, you know? And a man that's making 6, 7 figures that feels like he's in their prime isn't looking for you. He's not looking for you. You're demanding that, but he's not looking for you because you're not in the criteria he's looking for. That's what he was trying to convey, but he said that shit in a very fucked up way.
Yeah.
You know? And I think he started saying it in a fucked up way because he might have said it before in a nice way. Nobody paid attention.
And nobody listened. Nobody listened
until he started saying it in a mean way. You know? And for me personally, me dealing with women in my own personal life, I could have problems with a woman. I could say things. I could say, hey, this is my issue. This is my issue. This is my issue. And for me, it felt like it's ignored. They don't really hear it. They don't really get it. But my experience has shown me they get it when you say some fucked up shit.
Yo,
you say some fucked up shit, they get it. But you gotta say some fucked up shit.
It's like I see it as nowadays, people want to be respected even if they're being disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like you want so much respect for something that you're not even displaying back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm being respectful to you, but you're being disrespectful to me. But I'm supposed to respect the fact that that's the way you are, but you want me to be respectful with you. That's not right.
Right. We see BSP over here in the chat says, yo, I'm a doctor myself. I've seen patients die and the families breaking down, and these women rejoicing Kevin Samuels' death was triggering. Let's see. Mom Music Jen says he started off criticizing and so-called helping men, and when it wasn't making him no money, he started criticizing black women, and once he saw he had an audience, he went all out with it.
But that's like the cursing preacher. He's disrespectful.
Because of what he's
that
preaching.
Dude is disrespectful. Yeah, he's disrespectful.
Now I will say he said things in egregious ways. You know, he had egregious ways of getting his point across. But I tell you what, if he didn't have those egregious ways of getting his point across, would you have heard him? Would you know who he was?
Well, we'd be having this conversation right now.
Exactly. If he didn't say things the way he said it, would we even know he died today or yesterday?
You know what's messed up though, too? His mom didn't even know he died. The internet, she found out on the internet. That's fucked up.
Right. And I saw the post early yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with it until I see some confirmation from some reputable motherfucking source. And I didn't see that until late in the evening. I didn't see it. I'm not sure when it was actually released, but I didn't see it till late in the evening, where it was actually confirmed. What's his name? Mark Lamont. What's his name? I forget his name. Mark Lamont Hill or something like that. I'm sorry if I got his name wrong, but he actually posted something that said he got confirmation before actually any news outlets I saw had any confirmation. They say he was in Atlanta, chilling. He went out, met a woman, took her home. They did whatever. Later on, he said he had chest pains, then had a heart attack. She called 911. She tried to get somebody to bring up a defibrillator to help along because she said that she's a nurse and she knows about things like this. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to be revived and he died. They took him to the hospital and he wasn't able to be saved. And you
announced DOA on arrival, right?
I'm not sure if they announced if they did. No, they didn't do DOA because they took him to the hospital. If they would have done DOA, they wouldn't have taken him to the hospital. They would have just had like a scene.
Gotcha.
You know? Miss Melanator says, for all we know, he was waiting on his home to be built. Yeah. People trying to clown him because he was renting a condo. Hey, y'all niggas got motherfucking, y'all got motherfucking pop rocks on y'all ceiling and y'all talking shit. You know, and I'm joking because I got pop rocks on my ceiling too. That's how I know I ain't got enough bread right now. I make a good amount of money, but I'm living here and I got pop rocks on my ceiling. And you know what those pop rocks are for? Those pop rocks on your ceiling are there for a reason. It's not just laziness. They worried about your ceiling not being straight. They're there to try to help deaden sound. It helps. Sound bounces off of flat surfaces. So now the ceiling being all bumpy and stuff makes it less flat surfaces for the sound to reverberate on.
That's why you got that echo when I have the couch in it.
Right. When you don't have the couch, you got the flat surface for the sound to bounce off of. You know, if you want to deaden the sound, just hang up some curtains around you to just kind of make the surfaces not flat that can just bounce off of. So, totally off topic. But yeah, I think people that are shitting on Kevin Samuels and talking mad shit online about Kevin Samuels are, if not just as bad as they think Kevin Samuels is, but they're probably worse. because you're rejoicing over a man's death. That's terrible, especially when you got politicians out here that y'all fucking. A lot of y'all motherfuckers wish Donald Trump was back in office just so you think gas would be lower. He was a fucked up individual. You know, Kevin Samuels set no policies. He made no laws. He caused nobody to die. He didn't actually do anything to harm anybody firsthand. He just spoke his opinion that y'all didn't agree with, and y'all are rejoicing over his death. Y'all are some fucked up people. Y'all are some fucked up people. I didn't agree with everything he said. I didn't like the way he delivered a lot of his messages. But I do believe he should have got respect in his death, you know, and I'm going to give him some respect. No, he wasn't my savior. No, he wasn't my granddaddy or nothing like that. He was just a black man.
This
you know, he was just speaking his mind, had an opinion that y'all didn't like, and y'all are fucked up for praising his death. You know what?
Said, yo, but you didn't have to listen.
Right. And all these people talking shit were listening to what the fuck he was saying. For y'all to be talking shit, y'all had to listen. So y'all saw it was him and said, you know what? Let me listen to what I can get mad about. How stupid are you? You know, if it's something you know you're not going to agree with.
It's going to piss you off.
You know it's going to piss you off. You're listening just to get pissed off, just so you can have something to say online. You know? For real.
Oh, shoot.
Khary over here in the chat says, yo, I'm no fan of Kevin Samuels, but black people need to take the same energy to the polls for local elections. Do you know how many motherfucking people y'all voted for that are making policies that are fucking people over? And y'all are crying and cheer, y'all are cheering and rejoicing over a man that had a heart attack? Y'all try to use his words against him because he was fucking a bad bitch and then had a heart attack the next day? And when I say bad bitch, I just mean she was cute, attractive, looked like she had a big booty. That's what bad bitch meant in that instance. I don't know what the fuck she had going on.
Looked like she had a big booty.
Yeah, she looked thick in the photo I saw, nigga. You know? If I was 56 and single and saw her in the spot, I'd try to take her home too. And I tell you what, if I'm 56 and if I'm single and if May 5th, when I'm 56 is the day I'm supposed to die, please let me take home a baddie with a fat booty the night before. You know? It'll suck. It'll suck to die and you ain't busting nut in 2 weeks. You know? You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, if you ain't busting nut in 2 weeks and you have a heart attack, they'll be like, oh, God damn it, I ain't busting nut in 2 weeks. You know? But you have a heart attack, you know? But if you have a heart attack and you just bust a nut on some big old booty chick that you met the night before and you just brought home and she was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga. Look at this nigga. You say, you know what? Oh, I'm the man though, nigga. I got this bitch. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh. You know? That's kind of how you felt. I'm just saying. If I gotta go, hey, give me a condo and a big booty, baby. You know what I mean? Man. Miss Melanator, I like that opinion right there. Exactly. We get upset over Kevin Samuels, but we won't vote for our future. You know? I feel you on that. But you know, Cheryl Barrow said, Khary, no. Let's get ready to get about this topic, though, man. Let's move it on. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, man. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. You know, and jumping off that topic where I started getting a little immature, let's talk about a little bit about maturity and there's many levels. You know, there's many levels to maturity. And you know what I realized not too long ago? That maturity, or should I say maturing, never stops. It never stops. 20 years from now, you're going to be more mature than you are right now. You know, that's just an
there's a certain age when you mature, and you're like, yo, you don't even want to get into a fight.
Right. You're like, yo, this is some bullshit. This ain't worth nothing. Could I tell you what? There's some things today that I would have probably killed a nigga for about 20 years ago. That today I'd be like, what? Whatever. That shit don't even bother me. You know?
Word.
But I have some questions on maturity. Like, when do you know you're mature? How do you know you're mature? Is it offensive to be called immature? You know, somebody says, hey, you're immature. And you get mad because you're like, oh, why are you trying to insult me? Why is that an insult? You know, because I look at myself personally, you know, and I say, you know what, I'm a pretty mature individual. But I understand I'm not as mature as I'll be when I'm 60. When I'm 60, I'll be a lot more mature. You know? Like for example, it's Friday night, so I'm gonna use a dirty example here. Dirty example. When I was 13, I probably said, hell no, I ain't never gonna eat no pussy. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna have a vagina in my mouth. That shit bleed once a month. That shit do this. They piss out that shit. I ain't putting that shit in my mouth. Ask me at 23. 23, I was like, shit, I'm a pussy eating monster, motherfucker. You know? You know? If that shit was like resume material, I would have been like, yo, I'm excellent at eating vagina. That's my hobby. You know? But that changed because of maturity. You know? Maturity. Maturity ain't nothing but knowledge. As you gain more knowledge, you get more mature. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 7 years old, I probably thought riding a bike was the hardest thing in the world. At 14, I'm like, that's nothing. Because I gained that experience of riding a bike. At 7 years old, I would have been like, that's the hardest thing in the world, because I wasn't mature enough to understand that once I learn this, I'll be able to do these things.
Yeah.
Now, when you look back at yourself, Beez, can you say to yourself, yo, I can look at certain points in my life and say, yo, I was really immature then?
Yeah. I listen. Man, yo, I feel like immaturity had me beat a couple of dudes up that I didn't even need to beat up. You feel what I'm saying?
You just extra violent because you was immature, huh?
Yo, fam, for instance, like the Chinese kid. We didn't have to do him like that day.
I don't know what you talk about. That sounds.
But I mean, like yo, you know, it was wrong. The snowballs and like it was a lot of immature shit that like didn't have to be done.
Yeah, you're right. But you did it anyway because you was immature.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
and then when I got, you know, as I got older, there's a lot of shit I looked at like, yeah, that was stupid. That was dumb.
Now, but you know what the thing about immaturity that's tricky?
What's it?
Is you really don't know you're immature. You know? You don't know you're immature until you get past that point. And I'll use myself as an example. I'll use myself as an example, right? So it wasn't long. I think I probably said this before. And it was probably only a couple of years ago when I would say, you know what? Me and my ex-wife will never be friends. It's not possible. That was my immaturity speaking. Here we are years later. We're really good friends. We have good communication. We do a good job raising our kids, doing the co-parenting thing, I'm about to buy her a Mother's Day gift. You know what I mean? I actually hit up her dude the other day, messaged him, was like, yo, I'm gonna buy her a gift for Mother's Day, just in appreciation of her being a dope mom to the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to you because I don't want you to just kind of feel like I'm trying to do anything to try to creep in or some shit. This is just me being appreciative of my kid's mom. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to the dude. Dude was like, yo, I hear you. Ain't no problem. We good. I was like, cool. And that's maturity that created that. And I can say that dead ass because it wasn't too many years ago, an ex-girlfriend of mine was like, yo, one day you and your ex are going to be cool. You're going to be doing this and that. And I was like, you are motherfucking bugging. You are out your goddamn mind. Ain't no way in the world that will happen. She was like, yo, watch. One day you're going to have a relationship like Swizz Beats and his ex-wife has, where they can go on vacations together. They literally can go on family vacations. Swizz Beats, his ex-wife, Alicia Keys, the kids, her dude, whatever. They go on vacation. I couldn't fathom that back in the days. And back in the days, just a couple of years ago. Today, I'm like, that's a total possibility. I ain't got no problem with that today, actually.
Yo, so okay, with I guess with certain aspects of things, maybe we mature differently.
Mm-hmm.
And what's good, because I'll give you a perfect example. With Bree's mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She got married, all that. And I was able to deal with all that. Even when she had Bree, it was think about it. She dated a dude that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? But I was all right with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess with street shit, I was immature. You know what I'm saying? But I guess with certain aspects of a relationship like that, I was mature.
Okay.
Because I was able to just deal with it all right, oh no, I don't be having nobody around my kids. Nah, I was never nothing like that, or
I was like that for a moment. I was like that for a moment. Don't be having these niggas around my kids and blah, blah, blah. I was like that for a moment. And I remember when that moment was too. That moment was the time around when I still was trying to see if we can make this thing work. In my head, it was yo, I still want to try to make this thing work. So you better not have no niggas around my kids. Because I plan on us fixing this shit. Better not introduce them to no motherfucking niggas. But I understand, and that was my mind state back then, which was if I would have known more things, if I would have been more mature, I would have understood. My dad was telling me, I remember my dad, when he found out what we was going through, my dad laughed his ass off, yo. Dead ass, yo. My dad laughed his ass. He said, "These are y'all problems?" That nigga laughed, yo. He was like, "Yeah, y'all got married too young. Y'all ain't mature enough to understand that this is some bullshit y'all going through." And neither one of us believed him. But now I'm like, you know what? That was some real bullshit. And I bet my kid's mom would probably agree as well. She'd probably be like, you know what? Yeah, we was probably more mature. We probably could have worked through that if we was more mature. And that was the issue. We wasn't as mature as we thought we were. But we don't know we're immature until we get mature. You know? Now, when my pop said, hey, if y'all was more mature, y'all would understand this. I don't think I got offended by it. I just didn't understand what the fuck you meant by being more mature. You know, I guess at that time, maybe I might have taken it as, what the fuck, you don't think I know shit, nigga? You know? I guess that might be the mind state people have when you say, yo, you're immature. It gets interpreted to as, yo, you don't know shit. But guess what? That's why you're immature, because you don't know shit. You know the shit you know, but guess what? There's a whole lot of shit you don't know. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you too.
You know, like, I guess that's why you don't know what you don't know. And that's what makes, I think, getting the being called immature an offensive thing, because you don't know that you don't know it. So you're like, yo, I know everything. How the fuck am I immature? It's because you don't know the shit you don't know. Damn, I like getting high and thinking about shit. You know what I mean? This is the type of shit I be thinking. I be chilling my That's how I came up with this. Tell me
stupid shit like, yo, if you pull out, you're immature. Like, what?
Yeah, that shit is dumb. Shit like that is dumb. Shit like that is dumb. People do use immature in the wrong instances a lot of times as well. So I'm glad you said that. There are instances where people use immature in the wrong instances just to make it sound like you're stupid. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't buddy hop on your bike? Oh, you immature. Niggas be 10 years old. They be like, oh, you don't know how many holes there are in pussy? Oh, you immature. Remember back in the days, that was a thing? That was like the question niggas would ask to see if niggas knew anything. How many holes in pussy? Niggas be like, what? Nobody.
Like I remember what you call it.
Ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, women. I'm sorry that, you know, say if that bothered you. But that's dead ass a question 10 to 15-year-olds be asking each other to see if they have knowledge of the vagina.
Listen. Nah, but you know something? You know what's something that's immature with women?
What's that?
And I'm gonna tell you that they think that men can swing they around like the elephant trunk.
Well, they can't they?
No, come on, man. I mean, like I understand
like
you
a
got
helicopter. That shit. But it goes like that.
But yeah, you could do it like that, but no. You see you ever seen like one of the memes where females be like, yo, if I ever had a penis, this is how I would watch. It's the first thing I would do. And you see the elephant, like, yo, like,
yeah, I've actually made videos of myself doing that and sent it to women before. Right, helicopter videos. Why is that immature? How is that immature? Huh? If somebody says, hey, send me a video, and I send them a video of me doing a helicopter dick, that's immature? How's that immature? That should be very mature. That's mature adult shit.
No, it's immature that women think that it doesn't go like that. And women probably laughing because they know the video I'm talking about. And that's immature. That's an immature move.
Oh, man. I thought about starting the OnlyFans of helicopter videos for the ladies.
You gonna start a fan only for helicopter videos for the ladies?
Being that motherfucker like, woo, woo, woo. Oh, man.
Keith Haring tells you that.
Keith Haring told me that joke.
Wayne Mills over here in the chat says, yo, it's also upbringing too, though, on how mature you are. Indeed, it is. That absolutely plays an effect as well. That actually has I think that's a good point. Good point.
That's why some of these kids is kids, because they're being raised by kids. The immaturity of some of these kids is crazy because they being raised by kids.
You're right.
Mama be 15 and shit like that.
You're right.
It'd be crazy, yo.
You know? But you know, let's go ahead and move on before we jump into a whole new topic and shit like that, man. Let's go ahead and jump into some petty shit. We're gonna go off of mature into some immaturity. Was Drake being immature when he decided to be petty and follow a man's wife on Instagram? And what prompted him to follow this man's wife? The dude posted a comment that said, yo, Adonis be hanging with your ghostwriters. Drake said, word, I'm gonna follow your wife, nigga, because she look like she needs some excitement in her life. And since Drake followed her, guess what? Look like she got some excitement in her life because her followers went up, people started checking on her and shit like that. Drake even jumped in her DMs like, yo, what's good? How you feeling? What you think of this right here, Beez? You think Drake was petty? You think Drake was petty? Or dude had it coming to him for trying to talk some shit and mention his son's name in the comment?
I don't think Drake was being petty with that. The reason why, because my thing is this: in any situation, when you dealing with me, don't come for my kids. Don't never nothing with my kids. You feel me? Don't that's where the line is fucking crossed. You feel what I'm saying? My kids, don't fuck with my fucking kids, yo. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing about my kids. That's say whatever you want to say about me, whatever it is, me. My kids, leave my kids out of it.
Right.
There's no slick talk about my kids.
I agree.
And this is why I feel Drake is not petty for this.
You say he's not petty for this.
You want to play the game. He's
Mills,
not petty because you want to play the game.
Wayne agrees with you. He says Drake was right for doing this. Yo, I'm not mad at Drake for doing this, yo, especially mentioning the kid's name. You know, you mentioned his son's name. Yo, you just said all bets is off. You just better be glad.
What is?
He better just be glad that his wife didn't accept the invite. You know?
Word.
There was some Reddit posts, but then there was some tweets that said, yo, those Reddit posts are false. That's not actually from my wife. We chilling. We fine, blah, blah, blah. You know, because the Reddit post was saying, yo, my husband's mad jealous about Drake following me, and he wants me to unfollow him and shit like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep that shit. And they said that was false, you know. Now, if that was true, if Drake followed your girl and you asked your girl to, yo, unfollow, block the nigga, and she said, no, I'm going to keep the follow. I like the follow. Would that bother you?
What, man? What you call? Listen, let me tell you something. I feel like this. I don't know. It depends on how she feels about Drake.
She's a Drake fan.
Does she have the... if she's a Drake fan, you gotta stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop that shit. You gotta nip that shit in the butt. Now, if she feels like DMX, God rest the dead. If she feels like DMX, then, you know, it is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm looking over here in the chat.
A lot of people think Drake is corny. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's corny.
So it's all about, you gotta be worried about, you gotta unfollow if she like corny niggas. Like she likes corny niggas, you gotta be like, all right now. Cause he gonna do some corny shit and she like corny niggas. She gonna get caught up in the cornery. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I think all of us are corny niggas with our girls though. You probably do some corny shit around your girl.
Oh, I do some corny shit, baby.
Nigga, right now you got on shorts with your knees showing.
Oh, Yo, listen. I'm in my crib.
Exactly. See?
Yo, at least I ain't Keenan Ivory in over here, you know?
Nah, I think we all do corny shit around our girls when we comfortable. You know, cause I know I do corny shit around my shorty when I'm comfortable and shit. You know, a lot of people don't see me dance.
Oh, they can't see it though. You can see it. Okay.
I bet you my dances be corny and shit. You know, my dances be corny, my singing be corny. But she be like, nigga, stop.
But hold up.
Shit.
Let me ask you something. Is some of the dances that you do corny because they're older dances?
No, I think they're corny just because I'm dancing, period.
Oh, okay. I think that maybe me, I've never felt like that dancing, but you know.
Ah, shit.
Everybody, you know. Yo, Fear, I thought you were a very confident dancer, yeah?
I'm a confident dancer. She probably just thinks I'm cool.
Got you.
She's like, nigga, I thought you was cooler than dancing. I'm like, not when I'm in my crib. Ooh. Outside,
you know, because you used to have the shoulder thing.
You know, outside they don't see me dance. They don't see me dance
so
outside
confident
my crib.
with that.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody sees me dance outside. They might see me do a little, you know, but other than that, nah. That's private
Only
shit.
because I've known you so long that I've seen you dance.
Right. You know? Exactly. It's a comfort thing. It's a comfort thing.
Gotcha.
Let me see. I was looking in the chat earlier. Obarg over here says, "Yo, dude wants other men to feel the way he does, knowing his baby mom getting pounded." Oh shit.
Season coochie, Drake tripping.
Oh shit. Obarg says, "Last thing on my mind is diving into some married season coochie. Drake tripping." I think Drake just wanted to fuck with the nigga, and I think he fucked with him a little bit.
I don't think he really was going after dude. You know what I'm saying? After his woman and shit like that.
Though he did make him famous temporarily. You know,
He gave him a little Maury fame.
You know, get a little 5 minutes of fame and shit like that. You know,
5 minutes.
Probably got his followers up and shit. You know. Trying to see pictures of his wife now. People just follow him just to see pictures of the wife, probably. What his wife look like.
Yeah, he probably had a cool, you know, maybe 100 followers or something. He probably got to a cool 3,000 now just because Drake did that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, so
I get it.
Yeah, he's enjoying it. You know, but let's move it on. There was a police video recently released that showed a very egregious shooting. Let me pause this. A very egregious shooting by some police. And this happened in, I believe, Oklahoma. And you know, let me just show y'all this video real quick, y'all. Just check this out real quick. No! You know what? Hold up. This is a graphic video. It's a graphic video. This does involve the police shooting a man. So just be forewarned before you check it out.
Stay down!
Roll over! I'm down, I'm sorry.
Now, let me play it one more time. Beez didn't see it. So the man's looks like he's in his backyard, standing by a refrigerator. Police comes around, says, "Hey, put your hands up. Freeze." The guy says, "Oh shit, what the fuck's going on?" Jumps behind the fridge, comes out with his hands up, gets shot. Has his hands up as asked by the police. Hands up. Show me your hands.
What the fuck y'all doing in my backyard?
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. He shows them his hands and they shoot him.
Down! Down!
Now he's down, yelling, screaming. The cop is still yelling. Hands, hands. The cop is yelling, hands. So the guy shows his hands, and what does the cop do? Shoot some more. Shoots how many times? I'm not even counting.
Quit reaching!
Says quit reaching, nigga. He's trying to show you his hands that you're asking for.
Stay down! Roll over! Roll over!
Telling him to roll over.
I'm down, I'm sorry.
He's down. He's shot several times already. And they shot some more, actually.
Yo, you know what I don't even understand? Yo, listen, you know that you done shot this man several times, right? All this screaming hands and all this other shit. Listen, the nigga down,
Mm-hmm.
He's down. Like, yo, listen, you hear him over there gasping. So evidently you done hit him in the lung and all that already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But evidently you're not trained that well, are you?
No.
You know what I'm saying? See,
they're cowards with badges, in my opinion. Cowards with badges.
That shit pisses me off because, like, yo, it's just like, yo, today I seen something. I had somebody send me a post or something where it's like how the supremacy shit is just too fucking much, yo. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like you got a bunch of motherfuckers trained or so-called trained to to police the community and all that. First and foremost, people keep forgetting what the fuck the police is about and why the police was formed from the fucking beginning. Get down to the deepness of it. To protect the slave master's shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That's what the fucking police was made for. Because for forever, they think that we fucking property, yo. It's too much fucking paper. This is shit like Kevin Samuels, y'all praising all that shit. Man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this white supremacy type bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? To where they feel like it's property. So we can do this shit anytime we fucking feel like. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't right. Yo, the Bible, all that shit is converted for this fucking white supremacy shit. You gotta really look into the deepness of this shit. Like, shit is crazy out here. That shit just pisses me off, yo. That shit gets me upset. Like,
right. Now, check this out. So this happened in Oklahoma. There were 2 officers there. Both officers fired. Mm-hmm. They're being charged with first-degree manslaughter. But they were charged today, Friday. This happened back in December. Okay? This happened in December. They're being charged today, May 6th. Do you know why they're being charged today, May 6th?
Why?
Because this video was finally released. So there was now no way that they could hide the shit that happened. So up until now, they were trying to keep under wraps the shit that happened. That's why they didn't charge him. They was like, okay, there's no proof in those shit, so there's no need for us to charge him. But we have the proof. But when the court ordered that this video now be released, they're like, we ain't got no choice but to charge y'all now. This video's out and this shit looks egregious. His hands was in the air every time y'all shot him. And y'all asked him to put his hands in the air. They charged him with manslaughter, not murder. They charged him with lower crimes before the video got released, even though they've been seeing this video.
Okay, you know, people just crack me up. If we talking about gang this and gang that, yo, this the op, nigga. The niggas this gunning niggas down, those the fucking ops, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. I'm not saying it's it's all white people, but there's a certain group out there that, you know what I'm saying, that don't even deal with normal society first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Because the plan is deeper than what people think. You know what I'm saying? Mental training and all that shit. Yeah, it takes years and years. It takes decades and shit for what you call it. But by the time, like, I'm telling you, like 2000, like 2050 and shit like that, shit gonna be wild. Wow, like, and people don't even see it. Like, it's getting wild now, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, yo.
It is. It is. It is, man. It's just scary out there. You know, that's why you gotta stay armed, in my opinion. It's fucked up, yo.
Like, yo, the most part, you gotta avoid the niggas, yo. But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck is y'all doing in my backyard? Like,
well, it wasn't his backyard.
I don't know.
It was his ex's backyard. He was at his ex's. The ex's husband was home as well. Looks like somebody called the police. They told the dispatcher, "Oh, yo, he's chilling. He's getting ready to leave." Police just came up reckless and demanded the shit and shot him. He was actually walking out the back door as the police came up on him. Just some crazy, crazy shit.
Like, yo, they have to shoot him though. They have to shoot him.
Yeah, it's crazy. They I think they're just trained to use deadly force way too fast, way too easy, and without knowing anything that's going on in the situation. It's like they're allowed to use deadly force in ways that even the military fighting overseas in a battle for our freedom don't have the allowance.
Don't even do that shit, yo.
You know? And when they're overseas fighting for our freedom, they have to wait for somebody to shoot at them before they shoot at them. The rules of engagement. Police in the U.S. don't have a rules of engagement. There isn't a rules of engagement for police.
Cheryl, I'm on it. I'm 2 episodes in, 2 maybe 3 episodes in, baby.
You know, there is no rules of engagement for the police, though. You know what I mean? There's no, hey, you can only use your gun in these instances and this and this. All you have to do as a cop is say, I felt my life was threatened. There doesn't even need to be proof that your life was threatened. All you have to do is say it, and they'll believe you. Why do you feel your life was threatened? He was picking his booger. I thought he had a minigun. He could have killed me. Okay. He felt his life was threatened. The guy was picking his nose, and he could have had a gun there or a knife that he could have flung across the room and got him right in the eye and killed him instantly. And they say, okay, he had the right to kill him. And that's fucked up. The police in this country have zero rules of engagement. And Wayne Mills says, so he got shot for nothing? Yes, he got shot for nothing. He got shot because a cop was a bitch-ass motherfucker, scared, shouldn't have had a badge.
Shouldn't.
It killed him, man. Two cops, because there was 2 cops there. The 2 cops were some bitch-ass motherfuckers.
2 scared white boys.
That shouldn't have badges. That should
scared
not
of
have been
melanin,
there.
yo.
They was too scared to protect anybody. If they were that scared that the moment they saw somebody and couldn't stop, if you noticed on this video, he kept repeating the same phrases. The same phrases. Show me your hands, show me your hands, show me your hands, show me your hands. He didn't care what the fuck was going on. They're trained to say this stuff for the camera. They're trained to use certain phrases so it can be used in court to say, hey, this is them fearing for their life. And they teach a lot of these same tactics when you go for your gun license. Tell you a lot of the same shit that they tell police about using your weapon. For the same reason civilians can use their weapons, so can police. Here in Florida, in particular, you know, the stand your ground shit. You can kill a motherfucker.
Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
for feeling like you're in danger. Sniper police. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what? Let's wrap it up. Let's move it on. Last thing on the docket for tonight, really, I have is just like an open mic where we can just talk about whatever. Really, nothing on the docket, really. You know, before we wrap it up for the night. You know, I had a couple things written down in case we didn't have anything. But you got anything you want to rap about?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I want to talk about the
What's that?
I want to talk about this 30-man brawl, this 30 kid brawl in Arizona because the father confronted the bully at the school. They had it turned into like a 30-person brawl at the high school.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now I haven't seen that yet though. I haven't seen it.
They was wailing on the pops and all that. The pops was, it was crazy. The pops was getting it in. But you know, the thing I hate about these young cameramen, they get too excited about what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you only hear stuff. You don't really see much video.
Because they forget that they recorded.
Yeah. It's so crazy, but it looked like real wild. I don't know, like,
where this happened at?
Anybody got arrested? I know, in Arizona.
Okay.
You should put in like you can look it up. Kid, father confronts bully.
I see.
It should come up, Arizona. $30-man brawl.
Video shows mass brawl after father confronts.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the actual video on here though.
I want to say it was on the news. Word.
Let's see.
That's crazy, yo.
Is this what you're talking about? Let me see.
No kids is attacking parents now, yeah.
This what you're talking about?
Let me see. This should be like the father. I know I seen the father's getting in. He got a red shirt on.
I don't know if this is or not.
I know what happened in Arizona.
You gotta send those links.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I gotta get on.
You gotta send those links. You know.
Yeah, something bullshit.
But shit, before we get out of here, I saw one thing today that was like, you know what, that shit is ridiculous, but also, it made me think. It's totally hypothetical. It's totally make believe. And there was this dude that said, "Yo, there's a theory that this is gonna sound totally stupid. That the Flintstones and the Jetsons are at the same time frame and live in the same world. They're in a post-apocalyptic world."
You know something? It's funny that you say that because that might be true. Because I mean, how many Flintstone and Jetson movies have they had?
Not just that.
They even had a ride at Universal.
Not just that. They say, hey, the Jetsons and the Flintstones was created by the same person. It was created.
Hanna-Barbera.
It was created in the 60s, which was a time when it was like the Cold War, where there was threats of like nuclear war on a constant basis, on very, very serious threats as that as well. You know? So they're saying, hey, this is his vision of, hey, this is a post-apocalyptic world where nuclear war happened and shit like that because the Flintstones watched TV. The Flintstones had a lot of modern shit. They celebrated Christmas. If they lived in a prehistoric time, they shouldn't be celebrating Christmas and shit like that. And they kind of say like, hey, the Flintstones lived on the ground and the rich motherfuckers lived in the Jetsons, Orbit City, which was above the clouds, you know? So I thought that was like, you know what? That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. But would be pretty
right.
interesting.
But you gotta remember the Flintstones had Gazoo too. They have their own little Martian twist on it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's like a season where they run around with Gazoo for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm an avid cartoon watcher. I gotta say that. Yes, I watch some cartoons. Yeah. I'm looking for what you call it.
Yeah, I used to love them cartoons.
Shit. Yo, listen, I still watch cartoons. I don't care. I'm as an old man. I still watch cartoons.
Sometimes I'll turn on YouTube and watch some cartoons. They got like a G.I. Joe station on there. I'll be watching like a motherfucker. I'm pointing to my TV. I watch YouTube on my TV.
Fam, I got G.I. Joe cartoon. I got something better for you.
What's that?
So you go to Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
TUBI.
See, I should be having commercials. I can't fuck with commercials.
Nah, but they got the what you call it. Nah, you can watch G.I. Joe, you can watch the Transformers. They got all seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 minutes. They be like 20-minute, 15-minute joints. When you was a kid, you thought them shits was so long. But as an adult, you realize, they're not long at all.
Now, I didn't used to think they was long as a kid. I actually used cartoons as timers when I was a kid. I was like, I got 2 hours to do what? Okay, this time, okay, I got this show, and this show. I got 4 shows, and that was 2 hours. Cause I remember being at my babysitter house. Like, okay, once Voltron go off, my mom should be here any minute. Because Voltron went off at about 4:30.
30.
That's kind of when cartoons ended. It was about 4:30. There wasn't nothing after that. Or was it 5 o'clock?
4:30, maybe 5 o'clock.
5
o'clock is Little House on the Prairie.
Right. It would be like the last cartoon. The last cartoon would start at 4:30, end at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. My mom would be here soon. So I knew I would get home, go to my babysitter's house. I knew I had 4 shows, and then at some point, it's time to go home. And that's how I kept time when I was a kid. The shows.
I feel you. I used to be like, my mom gonna be here to get me in the middle of Little House on the Prairie.
Mm-hmm. I never got into that.
Yo, because I used to hate that show. Laura Ingalls and all that. But it's crazy. Like when my mom was late, it was you get like this, but you wind up watching the shit. That's how you wind up liking certain shit. Like certain little kids. Like when they be with their grandmothers, and you be like, how do they like this show? And it'd be because they be with their grandmother or somebody older, and it's like either you gonna watch this and shut the fuck up, or you just gonna sit there and shut the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying?
I tell you what, I didn't have those type of experiences until I came to visit my grandparents in Florida. Where it's like,
okay,
if y'all watching some shit, that's okay. My grandparents in New York, they had cable, even though we didn't really watch it, but we didn't watch TV at their house because I wasn't at their house a lot. Like I'll be at their house maybe a couple of hours every once in a while. But when I came to Florida, I'm here all day, every day for the next 2-3 weeks, right? I remember coming down here and watching. They had me watching What's Happening. I used to like that show though, so I wasn't mad at that. Then we was watching That's My Mama. You ever seen that show?
Yo, that was my shit.
That's My Mama. I was like, oh, that's a good show. That sound, when you say it now, that just sounds so ghetto. They was like, they definitely made that for black people. Like that's a ghetto title for black people.
Oh yeah.
That's My Mama. And it definitely had the southern slang to it too. Definitely watching shows like that. And there was a show that I started watching that I liked, and I was like, why do I like this? Can you guess what it was?
In the Heat of the Night?
Oh shit, two shows. Two shows. And Khary just reminded me of another two. Chips and The Price is Right. Another two shows. But it was In the Heat of the Night and Matlock.
Yo, fam, listen. Fam, I don't know how it is, how I didn't see every episode of that shit.
I feel like I have too.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, fam, when you go down south to visit the down south folks, fam, yeah, way different. Yo, listen. Fam, you know what show I wound up watching and used to like? Yo, cause during there, my grandmother, yo, that hour, you better shut your fucking mouth. You better not say nothing. Don't ask me for nothing to drink, nothing.
Yeah.
Yo. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh shit. I've seen that too before, yeah.
Yo, mad episodes of that, yo.
You know what? I remember going to my grandparents' house in the 80s. And we would rent movies. That's one of the things we would do. We would go to the fucking grocery store because they had cheaper prices than the video store to rent movies. They never had they never had the newest movies. They just had movies. So we would have to rent movies that's been out for a while and shit like that, but we never seen them shits. So one day we rented like one Chuck Norris movie. Right? Like Delta Force or some shit like that.
Wrap it up.
We was like, yo, this shit is dope. Nigga, we went to motherfucking we went back to the video store just looking for anything that had Chuck Norris on it, nigga. We was looking for any Chuck Norris movie, like, yo, this is gonna be some shit out here.
Hold up now. Check it out like this, yo. Don't shit on my man Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris got some shit. He got some shit. Yo, listen, you know what's so crazy? Why is it that he had to get his ass beat by Bruce Lee to become that nigga?
Yeah. He ain't become that nigga until after Bruce Lee died.
Yo, fam, but I'm saying, no, but America started getting him for movies after Bruce Lee pulled the hair off his chest. You know what I'm saying?
They found a white boy that knew karate, that's why.
Yeah, yo, fam, because Invasion USA, that's a classic, man.
That was my shit. Even though you look at it now, you're like, this is so ridiculous. Why is this nigga chasing a plane on a motorcycle with a Uzi? A Uzi is like one of the worst guns and worst accuracy you can have, yet he's a fucking expert on it on a fucking dirt bike. Which also had rockets on it, by the way. The dirt bike had rockets equipped to it. Yo, these movies was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that Delta Force. You're talking Delta Force, right? So, right, my Chuck Norris joints was Missing in Action.
Mm-hmm.
Lone Wolf McQuade.
Okay, Chuck Norris Missing in Action was the non-Italian Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
America will appropriate some shit, I tell you that. Go ahead.
Yo, Chuck Norris was exactly what they was looking for. A white guy from Texas that knew karate. Yeah.
A Dallas cowboy that goes, hi-yah! Yeah, that was shit, man. Let's get ready to get up out of here, though. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Yeah, no doubt. Nah. Chuck Norris was that dude, though. He had some good movies, man.
Yeah, Chuck Norris has become a legend. He has become a legend. You know? And Wayne, yeah, you know what? I appreciate you, yo, because I share these same sentiments that you just posted over here in the chat. It is Mother's Day weekend, and I'm just going to repeat what he said.
Yes,
Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the mothers in the chat, all the mothers listening, all the mothers across the world. Happy Mother's Day. May your Mother's Day weekend be dope.
I like to give.
What's that?
I like to give out a big Happy Mother's, Happy Mother's Day shout out to all the mothers that look like the fathers. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh shit, yo, Beez, you are a fool, yo. And on that note, we will get up out of here. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. May your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. And keep a smile on your face, baby. Weez out.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, 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 Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, 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 Khary's crib.